Hey there folks, this is GreenXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Higurashi. This is episode 214. In the last episode we finished off the main, I say the main game. If we go, well, we're going to be doing another arc. I just want to, before we get into that last arc now, I want to just let you know, the secret staff room, I did have a look between episodes, because in the last episode I said there was nothing nothing new and it was just the ones from the old ones and all that sort of stuff. But it's not, it is all new stuff, but it's all really just... It's just pretty bad, and it's nothing to do with the games, and I don't know, it's just not something I feel like you need to watch. In the last one by Kamikashimashi, he does say thank you so much for watching and all that sort of stuff. I don't really want to put it in this series purely because it is just a lot of filler, and it would probably be an entire episode just going through all of those, and it's just nothing interesting, you know? And I hope there's nobody out there who's a bit disappointed by that, but generally I wouldn't be. It's not worth it. So, we're going to be kicking off... Oh my god. I'm doing you a favour here. Sort of. I am going to be the conduit who speaks the last arc through. As we found out in the last episode that this last unlocked arc to finish off the entire series is fan service as shit. It's going to be loads of swimsuits and stuff like that, and it's just that sort of story. I'm willing to do it because it is technically another arc, the Mehagashi chapter. I don't know how long it's going to be at all. We'll find out as we go. I don't know how many episodes we've got left, in other words. Anyways, tragedy that could destroy not only all of humanity, but the galaxy itself draws near. Keiichi Maibara stripped the girls of their swimsuits to defend the universe. However, can Keiichi possibly win against the club members all by himself? The difficulty is absolute peril. It's just impossible to imagine any way Keiichi could avoid meeting with an awful fate. Yes, so there are 4 achievements left, so it's that long. Maybe they'll be really short bits to give you the achievements, I'm hoping. So, but let's go. The fact that they've ended the entire franchise, the whole thing on this is insane to me, but let's see how it looks. Oh, I'd rather they not included a game like this on you, an arc like this. A work of fiction. Thank God for that, because if they were, you know, perverted people like this in real life, there are, I know there are, but you know. The ritual storehouse. It was a building with a strange air about it that stood quietly within the Furude shrine, surrounded by the noise of crying cicadas. The storehouse was said to contain the many important ritual tools used to perform the Watanagashi ceremony, the most ghastly of rituals in all of Hinamizawa's legends. So naturally, only members of the Furude family were allowed inside, or if extra hands were needed for a special ritual, then members of the 3 families were allowed as well. Which all meant that the routine cleaning had to be done solely by Rika, the only remaining member of the Furude family. Today was one such cleaning day. Rika hated putting in effort, and since no one was around to see, she let her disgust show plainly on her face as she headed for the ritual storehouse. We only use the ritual storehouse a few times a year, so why did it have to be cleaned so often? Oh, that's disrespectful toward Oyashiro-sama. Oh, well, you were here. If you're here, then clean it yourself. I can't do that. It's been the rule since ancient times that in every generation the cleaning has to be done by the priestesses of the Furude family. Still, I'm no demon. If you offered me some cream puffs, then I could make a special allowance for today. Snap. Hearing you say that makes me want to clean every inch thoroughly and deny you cream puffs out of spite. You're such a contrarian. If you live your life like that, you'll definitely suffer in the long run. Oh. Wait, that wasn't what I came here to tell you. Rika, you don't have to clean the ritual storehouse today. Happy days! Huh? After calling me disrespectful and contrarian? Also, I'll be a little busy today. There's been a bit of trouble. I'll be preoccupied with that today, so I won't have time to entertain you. Hanyu faded away, having grated against Rika's nerves. That's irritating. Hearing her say all that makes me want to thoroughly clean every corner and wax it all as well. I guess I'll get it finished quickly. I'm planning to go play at the pool with everyone from club this afternoon. At the pool, that's when it's going to start. Hearing Hanyu say she didn't have to clean today made Rika want to do it more, so she entered the ritual storehouse and spread out her cleaning tools. Now where to start? First she'd brush away the dust built up on the creepy torture devices, that is, the ritual tools. Huh? There were several unfamiliar pouches there, resting atop the ritual tools like they were being enshrined. They were like bags for gym clothes, but they clearly hadn't been around the last time Rika went in here. What are these? I wonder if there's some strange magic treasure sealed away in the ritual storehouse. Rika took one without hesitation and opened it. Folded up inside was a swimsuit and something resembling a small ancient scroll. We go into the pool. The voices of children playing around reached some distance from the Kanamaya public pool. The club members' bicycles all flew into the pool's parking lot one after another. Oh yeah, first one here. I only lost by a hair, but I was still here second. Now hold on a moment. The inquiry lamp lit up on this one. Satoko, a moment ago you obstructed me. What's wrong with that? That's earned you a demotion, putting me in second. You're allowed to cheat in these club games. Please don't throw away your betting slips until the winning horse has been decided. Nipa! How do you know about that, Rika-chan? How? Still, I'm looking forward to enjoying the pool with all our club members here. Will everything be okay though? This pool won't explode or disappear, will it? Not unless Mi-chan says we should do some fun club activity here, right? Oh, well it shouldn't expect to escape unharmed when we've come to play. No, today let's just behave and enjoy the pool. They only just finished remodeling this place, and my grandma got called in as a guest when they finished work on it. I can't make her look bad. I don't quite understand, but I do get that Mion will get mad if we go wild here. Nipa? Just before they split up by gender to change in the changing rooms, Rika suddenly raised her hand. I almost forgot. Today I brought something a bit unusual for everyone. What is it? A beach ball? Or is it a big dolphin floaty? Is it? What? What are those pouches? What's this now? You want us club members to wear matching swimsuits? You'll never guess. These are the secret treasures that were hidden in the ritual storehouse, the irresistible swimsuits. Of course they were. What do you mean by irresistible? You mean wearing them makes you popular? That's odd. Why do I have deja vu? Why am I getting the chills? But look at this. There's a super cute swimsuit inside. Oh, I'm taking it home. But don't you feel hesitant in wearing a swimsuit someone else chose? Will it even fit? You won't need to worry there. It'll stretch to fit whoever wears it, in sizes all the way from elephant to flea. Plus, whoever wears it will immediately become overflown with charm, drawing in the opposite sex like a black hole and winning over their hearts. Well, I normally keep my charm in check, but it might be good to release my limiters now and then. My, they're suggesting all the men at the pool would end up staring at me. That's mildly embarrassing, but I'd love to experience it at least once. So in my case, the hearts of all the girls in swimsuits would be drawn to me like I'm a black hole, huh? And I have one for you, Kaiichi. There's only 4, and for women. Nipa, that hasn't stopped you before. Ding. Kaiichi trudged into the men's changing room. However, he was quick to regain his spirit. At the very least, he was sure to see the club members in swimsuits packed with arousing pheromones. No, wait. When a weird magic item's involved, that usually leads to a disastrous end, right? Like if it unleashes incredible charm, then it's either so incredibly tacky or embarrassing that it makes the wearer ashamed of it. That reminds me, during my irresistible swim trunks incident, the swim trunks had the same pattern as a stereotypical thief's sack. What's that? Like a money sign on it. At that moment, bright light filled the area. He didn't understand what was going on, but he did realize he was caught up in something out of this world. What is this? Listen, child of man, Mayabara Kaiichi. He heard a solemn voice coming from the light of heaven. The voice was so intense he recognized it as the voice of a god. What on earth is going on here? Have I done something blasphemous? You have done nothing wrong. However, the priestess of the Furude Shrine, Rika, has done something absurd. Rika-chan has? Wait, are you referring to the irresistible swimsuit she brought today? I do remember her saying they were a secret treasure from the ritual storehouse. That's precisely it. And after I told that Rika she didn't have to clean today too. Good grief. Why are the Furude women always such contrarians? So, God? What does this have to do with me? My Kaiichi, I want you to become the savior who will rescue this planet. Savior? I mean, every boy past a certain age has fantasized about something like that. But are you being serious? Those magic swimsuits are foreign objects that drifted here from a different fragment. It's very difficult to cross the sea of fragments. It's even rarer for an object with no will of its own to do so. Yet those swimsuits were blessed with a billion miracles and good fortune to make their way here to this fragment. Still, they just make people irresistible, right? Wouldn't that only be enough to create the kind of charming scenes often seen in romantic comedies? That may be true of its power alone, but that's not the problem here. Different fragments are essentially different worlds. Incidentally, that also means there are things which cannot coexist with this world, no matter how similar the two may be. Those things that drifted here are made from materials that can't exist in this fragment. Roughly 1 hour after those girls put them on, the reaction will begin. Reaction? Do you mean the swimsuits will start melting away? The materials of this world will react to the material that shouldn't exist in it. Mutual annihilation. That reaction will create enough energy to give birth to a new galaxy. Wouldn't that mean that the Earth's in danger? It will cause an explosion that will easily shatter as many planets as a human could possibly count in one lifetime and still have more energy left over. Yeah? Hanyu showed him what would happen in just 1 hour. Is that Katamari? Kaiichi was shown a vision of the planet floating in space. Then our blue shining Earth exploded. Kaboom! That was quite funny. It wasn't on the kind of scale where people could flee on a spaceship. The entire galaxy exploded, and it was clear there was nothing to be done about Earth at all. Hold on. Why is something that terrifying here in Hinamazawa? Why does Rika-chan have it? Just happened to drift into this fragment yesterday. I'd been planning to spend all of today safely disposing of it. Shouldn't you be telling Rika-chan directly instead of me? I mean, shouldn't you be telling her right now to stop them from wearing the suits? The problem is that the magic power in those swimsuits also has the power to ward away the gods of this fragment, like me. So my voice can't reach Rika while she has the swimsuits with her. I see. So it's a strict time limit of 1 hour from now. Just turned 1 o'clock, so I'll have to do something by 2. I've imbued one of the trash cans at the entrance with my power. If we toss them into the trash can, then I can safely expel them from this fragment. So he's got to take all the swimsuits off the girls, right? Roger that. Which means once I strip the 4 club members of the world destroying swimsuits and toss them into the trash can, my mission will be complete. Kaiichi leapt out of the changing room with enthusiasm. He knew it wouldn't be easy to convince them to take off the swimsuits they just put on. Yet now the fate of the world, nay, the galaxy, was riding on this very thing. Nay. Besides, they were friends in arms who faced death together and shared both joys and hardships. Surely they would understand and listen. Hey everyone, we have big trouble, listen to me. However, the poolside was shrouded in a strange fervour that left Kaiichi taken aback. There they are. They're not as bad as I thought they were going to be. Yeah, I was expecting more revealing. Oh, wow, so beautiful. Oh, you big pervy policeman. Models? Actresses? What are such cute girls doing here at our public pool? Me? Everyone's eyes are so passionate. Snap. Rika posed like a cat and winked, caused a frenzied roar to erupt from the men. Funu! Funu? Fugu! Oh my, I will not allow you to hog all the stairs, Rika. Look at how charming I am. You're cute, sexy. It's Satoko-san. They will join you too. Let's leave everyone weak-kneed. Ooh, fun. Oh, beautiful. Oh, big bang. Could have added another couple of letters on there and I would have still believed this game would do it. It's a big bang of beauty. Rena and Mion were both posing like models, leaving the men writhing and shouting with joy. The swimsuits themselves certainly were cute. It was hard to imagine they were foreign objects that had drifted in from another world. However, the waves of charm pouring off of them was truly otherworldly. Funu! You're super sexy! Ooh, well, we've got an achievement already. Feast your eyes on the galaxy destroyers, and there's a pair of tits. That's what we thought would. That's what we thought was coming from this arc. Huh? Stay cool, my Keiichi. That truly is incredible magic. They certainly live up to the name of Irresistible Swimsuit. Because Keiichi knew of the threat and was entrusted with the fate of the galaxy, he just barely held on to his reasoning. However, the rest of the other men were thoroughly unable to resist their charm. No, it was violence. Violence under the name of charm. True violence known as sexiness, which none born male could resist. Nice little tip for you, or fact. In Welsh, sexy, and it isn't S-E-X-Y, it's S-E-C-S-I. The more you know. The overpowered men were currently an enthralled procession following around the sexy charm of the club members. I can't say it in a stronger Welsh accent. Yet they weren't the only ones enraptured. The club members themselves were as well. Uh-oh, more coming. Oh wow, there's 2 of each. Dazzling, handsome, poolside princes were reverently treating them like princesses. This was the dream. The maiden's dream. The dream every young girl admired in shoujo manga and gave up on as impossible. Incredible. I don't think I want to go back to reality when I'm this popular. I don't think so at all. Vika-chan, these swimsuits really are amazing. I might get addicted to this. Seeing men's attitudes change so drastically is a tad off-putting. But I, for one, feel amazing. Oh ho ho. Oh, it's Keiichi. You can be enraptured by our charm as well, Keiichi. Rika gave him an adorable cat pose. Kaboom! If the waves of charm were visible, it would have been like witnessing the explosive shockwave from a huge comet over 10 kilometers wide. Keiichi managed to endure as the minds of the men around them were torn into pieces. Hold on a second! Be careful how you act! Right now, every minor movement of yours holds enough impact to wipe out the dinosaurs. Oh, come on, Kai-chan. You're exaggerating. Like this? Like this? Ooh, fun. Hun. Oh. No, God. I don't even know. Mi-chan, stop it. Keiichi-kun is suffering. Rena, thank you for your consideration. But less. Less pressing your breasts together, please. I know you're not doing it intentionally, but it's very effective. My, I wonder what would happen if I pressed my modest yet still growing for my age breasts together. Stop, Satoko. No. No. Then I'll try pressing my budding and an underdeveloped breasts together. Nipa. Stop. Oh. Oh. The men's minds were hit by several big bangs. Visually, it looked like the men had developed pink hearts in their eyes and grew unsteady on their feet. However, in the men's collected mental world, the planetary alignment was wrecked by clashing galaxies shattered into pieces until all that remained was Spasibo. Still, the club members were completely unaware of the destruction they wrought. No, if it was just exploding in the minds of men, that would still be cute. But 5 whole minutes had already passed. There was only 55 minutes left before the whole galaxy exploded. Hey, time out. Everyone, please listen to me. This is extremely important. The irresistible swimsuits you're all wearing right now are dangerous. At this rate, the Earth will be destroyed, so please take them off quickly. Mai asking us to remove our swimsuits? Keiichi-san, that's not something you should be saying to a lady. Gah! These swimsuits will destroy the Earth? I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Nipa. Oh. What on earth do you mean? Let's hear Keiichi-kun out. No, he's just jealous of how popular we've become. Today he can enjoy having his mind blown away by our charm. Oh ha! Mion shaman! Damn it, they've gotten too carried away to listen. I have no other choice now. If they won't listen to reason, I'll have to use force. Pull them off! Keiichi boldly leapt at them. However, the men surrounding the girls wouldn't allow such barbarism. The men seized upon the opportunity to show off how cool they were and leapt at Keiichi like animals. The White Knights. Smack, bam, kathump, kabam. The outcome was plain as day. The club members left with roaring laughter, and the enraptured men followed them like a procession once again. Keiichi was left behind, having been torn into pieces. That went well. Right. I wouldn't be having trouble if I could challenge them head on and win. What will you do, Mayabara Keiichi? While you're sitting there, lost in thought, time is still slipping away. The end of the world, and also the galaxy, is drawing closer. I don't stand a chance of winning if I challenge them directly without tricks. I have to drag them into a situation where I can beat them on my own. Divide and conquer will be a standard tactic. Challenging them head on is just plain foolish. So I'll have to maneuver them around, isolate them one by one, catch them off guard, and then attack to seize victory. Alright, let's run a mental simulation. First I'll call Renna out by herself to a place without anyone else around. She seems to be the one who's listening the most. I'll lure Renna out to a storeroom in the staff building, which the general public avoids. We'll still hear the cheery voices from the pool, but Renna will be confused by the desolate space, devoid of others. Then I'll leap from the shadows and assault Renna from behind. Kia? Keiichi-kun? Whoa there, Renna. Sorry, but be good for me, okay? It'll all be over soon. Then I'll pin Renna against the floor in her swimsuit. I'll straddle her and use my left hand to pin her hands above her head. Then I'll use my free right hand to reach for her chest. Yes. Kia, stop! Someone help me! You can cry and scream, but no one's coming to rescue you. Oh, no, definitely can't do that. He scratched at his head, trying to dispel his overactive imagination. Even if it was to save the galaxy, his pride as a man wouldn't allow him to force himself upon a swimsuit-clad girl in an isolated area. No, there's no honour in fighting like that. Not to mention, it's already impossible for a guy like me to forcibly strip a swimsuit from a girl. Though what else can I do now that it's proving difficult to convince them to strip on their own? If this was a serious club competition, then he would be prepared to stoop to any low to win, but they were currently in a kinamaya at a public pool with mostly normal people. Even if the club members would freely forgive him, the other people around wouldn't feel the same way. By tomorrow, there wouldn't be a single person in Akanamaya or Hinamazawa that didn't hear the rumours of him being a pervert who assaulted women and tried to strip them naked. They have the numerical advantage. I'm also handicapped by being a guy. Damn, what am I supposed to do? That was when an unusual figure crossed Keiichi's vision. It was Shion! Judging from her outfit, she was working at the public pool's food court. She was definitely planning to enjoy the pool herself as soon as her shift was over. She was wearing the restaurant's apron over her swimsuit, and was standing a bit further back, in the shadows. She was also chewing on her thumbnail, with a terrifying expression as she stared at the irresistible club members. Apparently she didn't like her twin, Mion, being so popular. It'll be reassuring if I can get Shion on my side. Her wit and courage are on par with that of the club members. On top of that, she's a girl, so it'll be easier for her to touch a girl's body. Why is Mion this popular? Yet no one is even looking at me. Grr. Calm down, Shion. You'll bite through your thumbnail. Huh? Kai-chan, when did you get here? I've been here for a while. We're short on time, though. For now, just listen to me. I see. Got it. Sheesh, this is such a huge idiot. She's getting so full of herself when she's only popular due to magic. Add in the fact the galaxy will be destroyed if nothing is done in 40 minutes. It's no laughing matter. Shion was quick to understand. Though it was more like, after learning the truth behind Mion's popularity, she was more than happy to help strip it away from her. As an only child, Keiichi didn't really get it, but he assumed being siblings came with all kinds of difficult feelings like that. Anyway, let's isolate them one by one and recover those swimsuits. I'll do the stripping, so don't worry. You'd get arrested in a flash if you did it anyway. Alright, having an ally is reassuring. 2v4. Now let's start making our move. Who should we target first? Mion, obviously, she's going to say. Oh, okay. Let's target Sadako first. The longer we leave that girl alone, the more traps she'll set, which will make things more difficult. Alright, our first target is Sadako. Sadako's irresistible swimsuit. Let's just strip it off of her. In the next moment, an eagle-shaped shadow blocked the sun that had been lighting up Keiichi and Shion. No, not a shadow. A person with a cloak? No. A man with a lab coat fluttering behind him landed before the pair. It was Irie Kyosuke. Hey, I heard what's going on. If it's to protect the galaxy, then I, Irie Kyosuke, will happily offer up my life to strip off Sadako-chan's swimsuit. Okay, 4v3. Irie, never mind where you were or how you heard our story. Having even one more ally right now is a big help. I doubt he meant it about protecting the galaxy though. Still, he'll be useful as a distraction. At that time, the club members were conveniently taking separate actions. It seemed the men following them each had different tastes, so they were each surrounding their favourite girl. That naturally helped to separate the four of them. Sadako was enjoying her popularity at first, but she was finally starting to grow annoyed by it, so now she was trying to avoid attention and rest on a deck chair. Of course, Irie wasn't one to miss that golden opportunity. Sadako-chan, too. Yeah? Coach? When and where on earth did you pop out of? So long as the sun shines, whenever you're in a crisis, Sadako-chan, I, Irie Keisuke, will always appear. Crisis? Coach, I'm not in a crisis. I'm actually feeling quite great. In fact, I never thought I'd be so popular. Yes, that swimsuit's a danger. It's putting you in a crisis. What do you mean? Still, this whole story about that magic swimsuit exploding the galaxy in a few dozen minutes. Do you think Sadako will believe it? It might not be very convincing, though I think Coach has his own unique way of doing it. His own unique way? Right. Coach is a doctor. Yes, Coach is a doctor at his side business. If he uses his skill as a doctor, I'm sure Sadako will believe him. Of course, his main job is maid evangelism? I've never really known how to pronounce that. The swimsuit is bad for my skin? Yes. Unfortunately, I've discovered that it contains base materials which cause an allergic reaction in the skin of a select few. Sadako-chan, have you ever had a mosquito bite turn red, swell up, become itchy? Have you ever felt ticklish when someone waved a feather against you? I have. I knew it. Your body is one of those that are allergic to the swimsuit's materials. It's not too late yet. We should go change into a different swimsuit at once. Way to go, Irie. He was being a little suspicious, but his medical explanation was steadily convincing Sadako. Alright, I already had enough fun being popular anyway. Plus I brought my own swimsuit too. I'll go get changed in the changing room. No, your skin's already in the highly dangerous red zone. You haven't started showing symptoms yet, but you need treatment. I thought something like this might happen, so I always carry a swimsuit that's great for your skin. Of course I keep all sizes, from those for young bodies to those for seductive, outrageous proportions. I highly recommend you wear this English maid style swimsuit, made from the healthiest of fabrics. Yes. How could he? Sadako was finally in agreement and he ruined it in an instant. The very next moment there was a shocking flash of light, and Coach lay sprawled out with a burnt smell rising from him. Shion had used her trump card, her max output stun gun. I figured it would end up like this anyways. Hello, Sadako. Hello? It's your Nini. My Shion-san, when did you... Crackle. Sadako also collapsed following a comical electric shock. That does the job. Hey, that was merciless. Here, a towel. Thank you. Now if you're a gentleman, could you please turn around for a moment? Shion took the bath towel that was handed to her and covered Sadako up with it before quickly stripping her of the swimsuit. Rustle. Shupop. One down. So what do you do with the swimsuit we removed? Chuck it into the magic trash can by the entrance. Oh, there it is. That was the worst looking bin I've ever seen. They both raced for the entrance and tossed the swimsuit into the trash can, Hanyu had imbued with her magic. Then it shimmered with light as it disintegrated, almost as if it was returning to heaven. I like some of these images. Doctor's orders, 3 to go. Okay, 3 more. Now we finally cleared the first hurdle. How much time left? Only about 30 minutes. Ooh, they're on a loser. Let's waste no more time in moving on to the next one. Who should we target next? Mion. If we don't go after her before she hears about what we're doing, we'll be in trouble. Irie carried the unconscious Sadako over to the doctor's office. Mion and the others were still most likely unaware of the attack. Roger that. We go after Sis next. I'll approach her, wait until her guard's down, and knock her out with my stun gun. Then we'll pretend she had a fainting spell, and you and I will carry her somewhere out of the way. Oh, excuse me, I just had food. Got it. You really are a big help, Shion. Though it feels like you could handle everyone all on your own somehow. Kaiichi thought he would be the hero saving the galaxy, but now he realised he had been relegated to the status of side character, and it left him feeling a little blue. However, this was no time to be worrying about that. They only had a little time left. Mion had also been enjoying her popularity, but she was starting to want some alone time as well. It wasn't that difficult to send her followers away. She just had to say she was going to the bathroom, and the men couldn't follow after her. Mion stood before the sink's mirror in the bathroom, grinning at her own reflection. She's charming herself. They say women grow more beautiful the more they're seen. I certainly think I can see that now. I definitely feel like I'm even more irresistible now than when I first put the swimsuit on. I'll have to give the swimsuit back to her. Hope I can wear it forever. That reminds me, I wonder if Kai-chan's feeling jealous. Kai-chan, our bonds as club members will never change. But if you're going to take the next step, I hope you'll use that jealousy to give you courage. What am I standing here saying? So embarrassing. It is embarrassing. What are you creepily grinning in front of a mirror for, sis? Huh? Shion? You startled me. What are you doing here? Angel Mort currently has a pop-up shop at the food court here at the Kanamaya public pool. Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks for working all the way out here. Have fun in that cash, okay? I'm busy getting all the guys to stare at me. She spoke with a loose, sloppy smile. A sloppy smile? Her guard was completely down. Keiichi was standing by just outside the bathroom. Once Shion hit her with a stun gun, the two of them would pretend she fainted and carried her somewhere out of sight to relieve her of the swimsuit. Good grief, keep making a face like that and your cheeks will sag. If you end up looking that dumb, we won't be identical twins anymore. That's not true. Besides, a little sagging would just make me look more like you. Mion and Shion were having their usual silly banter. Yet Shion's right arm slowly advanced from Mion's blind spot. Only her arm moved, like it had a life of its own, bringing the stun gun closer. Then in a blink, only slightly faster, Mion's own arm moved like it was alive and pulled her big model gun out from somewhere, pressed it against Shion's forehead. From their expressions, they both looked like they were chatting, but their arms were acting separately. Huh? What? What's this now? I've heard you modified that stun gun quite a bit. Though you should know, this piece of mine is quite modified too. It can pierce right through aluminium cans. Well, even if I'm joking about that, it'll still leave a bruise on your forehead for a long time. Long enough that you might get nicknamed the Buddha. Oh dear, stop with that, sis. You're so scary. She played it off, but her brow was twitching. They really were twins. They could sense the other's hostility. You wanted to try wearing this irresistible swimsuit, right? But you can't. I won't let you wear it. Of course. Oh, sis, I should be heading back to work now. Work hard. Give Uncle Yashiro my regards. Sis, I can't believe Sis got one over on me. It's not fair. Seriously? Your surprise attack didn't work? And now that you failed, Mion's in alert mode too. This is bad. How will we ever get her, go after her again? No, we still have options. You're up next, Kai-chan. Come on. If your surprise attack won't work, how am I supposed to catch her off guard? No, we'll still catch her off guard, but you'll be doing it from a different angle that only you can pull off. I'll teach you my secret plan, Keiichi. I'm 50-50 on whether or not it'll actually work, but it's the only option we have in order to save the galaxy. Huh? It's Kai-chan. Hey! Hey, Mion. Looks like you're enjoying your popularity. Huh? What's the matter? You seem kind of down. Are you a bit jealous that this old man is so popular? I'm not jealous. Oof. You are. I was just thinking how none of these guys understand your true charm. Huh? They're all just seduced by the irresistible swimsuit's magic. None of those guys have noticed your true charm. Even though I know how charming you are, no one else gets it. That's just frustrating and sad to me. Kai-chan. I know how charming you truly are. If the other men saw that too and were moved by it, then I wouldn't be jealous. In fact, as your best friend, I'd be proud. So, I wish you would show those followers your true charms, and I wish you'd realize it too. Huh? Me? You're always putting yourself down by saying things like, this old man isn't very feminine, and all. But you're full of a cute young woman's charm, if you ask me. I was always proud that I was the only one who noticed it. But now I feel the opposite. I want those followers to see your true charms. Kai-chan? Hey Shion, is this really the right thing to do? If Mion finds out this was just a strategy to get the irresistible swimsuit off of her, then she'll rip me apart. I guess sacrificing myself is a small price compared to saving the galaxy. My swimsuit? I was thinking I might change into the one I brought with me. Though I'm not so confident. The swimsuit I brought today really is a boring swimsuit that's neither cute nor sexy. Everyone will be disappointed. Of course, that includes you, right? Wear this. What's this? I believe the swimsuit will best bring out your charms. Keiichi handed her a paper bag with a swimsuit that Shion had provided him with. He had no idea what the swimsuit was like, but he lied through his teeth so he could get her to change into it, letting him recover the irresistible swimsuit. Sure, got it. Promise not to laugh if I don't look good in it though, okay? Of course I won't. Also, I'll take the irresistible swimsuit back to Rika-chan on your behalf, so bring it out with you. Huh? Why do I have to give you the swimsuit I just took off? Why? Why? If you really insist, then I guess it's fine. Stop, don't blush. I'm saying this for the sake of the galaxy. Anyway, please hurry. The dramatic music is hilarious. Mion went back into the women's changing room with light-headed steps. Okay, Kei-chan. See, this was an easy mark, right? It was easy up to this point, but I'm afraid of tomorrow. It just made me trigger a tragedy flag. I know it. Even if we save the galaxy, there's no hope of salvation for me. That's just a matter of whether or not you make your mind up already. Make up my mind? About what? If you remain too dense, then you'll trigger my tragedy flag, in addition to hers. Ah, sis. Welcome back. You look great in that. Oh, what's this? The swimsuit? Mion came back from changing, wearing something extremely familiar, even if she did look incredibly good in it. This is Angel Mort's uniform, isn't it? That's right, sis. You look just as great in it as ever. Okay, now take this out. Shion quickly removed Mion's hair tie. Her long hair flowed free of its former ponytail, and so now it looked like two Shions were standing there. What's the meaning of this? That was when they heard Uncle Yashiro's voice. He was calling for Shion-chan. Ah, there you are. Shion-chan, sorry. Can you come back from break? We got a sudden rush of customers. We can't handle them all. Huh? Hold on. I'm not Shion. I'm Mion. Either works for me. If you're in Angel Mort's uniform, that's good enough. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Sorry, sis. We're busy saving the galaxy, so please take care of the restaurant for me. There goes Mion. I'll remember this. So Satoko has collapsed because of the shock, and Mion's gone to work. Off to work. 2 to go. And there we go. I'm going to leave it there for today. Next time, I'm going to make sure next episode, however long it ends up being, it shouldn't be too long if we got rid of 2 in that amount of time. Yeah, next time is going to be the last ever episode of Higurashi, which is something I feel like I'm saying every other year, but, this should be for definite from what I've researched. So, this has been Greeny XI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit. Yeah. I'll see you again in a bit when we try and take off the other 2 swimsuits from the underage girls. Thanks again for watching, folks. See you again in a bit.